Hey guys, today we're in the studio again with Ken, and we're talking about retirement and not wasting it. Now, Ken, how's retirement going for you so far?
Retirement's going really good because I've accepted that I have to live on half the income that I had when I was working,
Yeah.
and I like having a lot of time. It doesn't bother me. A lot of guys have trouble with that. So it's, in my life I did a couple things that really gave me a lot of joy. One was to be a dad, and I have a son and a daughter, and I didn't do it well, but they came out great. So that's given me a lot of joy. And then I'm happier today than I've probably ever been in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is, and I can say this for you, Ken, a lot of this is because you are still very purposeful even in your retirement. You're not wasting your retirement, and that's why I brought you on to talk about this, because there are probably a lot of people watching this video who worked hard for retirement, entered into retirement, and maybe they're starting to lack a little bit of purpose. And I think it's because maybe they're not thinking the way I think you think about retirement. So walk us through some of the wisdom that you've learned on this. You've got a few points for us, so walk us through that.
Well, let me just say that I'm 73, and I had to retire early when I was 62 because of a medical condition.
Yeah.
So I've been practicing retirement for 10 years now,
Yeah.
or more. And one of the things that I think I've learned is there's a lot of meaningless activity you can do when you're retired, which is going to get you absolutely nothing except maybe more frustrated. I'm kind of crazy. I'm very purposeful. I always was with my life. There had to be a reason, a grand cause.
Yeah.
And so I know you like to play golf.
Yeah.
I used to like to play golf a lot. I can still play golf, but I don't get anything spiritual out of it. It doesn't edify me.
Yeah.
And I'm not enough of a competitor anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm also older, so I don't hit the ball very far. So I mean, I can let that stuff go. Anyway.
But Ken, you, unlike a lot of people, I think you have stayed very purposeful, and to me it seems like a mindset. So walk us through some of the keys to having that kind of a mindset.
I wish I could say it's conscious, but it's almost like, PursueGOD.org has given, where we worship and where we spend our time, my wife and I, it's very purposeful, it's very directed. Unfortunately, when you get to be this age, when you're 40, you're going to live forever, you're going to be 110, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
At my age, at 73, I'm aware, Psalm 90:12 says, the time is short. And I feel like I kind of wasted a lot of years when I was working, when you're busy and you're doing other stuff. And now I don't have any excuses. I don't have any soccer games to go to. I mean, I do have the grandkids, but I don't make that trip that often. So anyway, I'm just aware that, my next big deal is death. Okay, so that's the only thing I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
And so I don't know when that's coming.
Yeah.
At my age, could be after this video's done. Hope we get it through it, but anyway.
I do too. Yeah, so for you recognize time is short. For a younger guy, you might not be thinking about your legacy and the legacy you're leaving because you think you got plenty of time for that.
Yeah, and really it's not so much, it's common sense. Okay, when I was selfish and self-driven and trying to take care of me, I was really unhappy. But the answer when you're retired is get out of your old self. Don't be in self-pity about all the stuff you can't do anymore. Just do what you can and find, there's so many opportunities to help other people.
Yeah.
And, that's kind of leads to the second point, which is that, how do we solve this problem? And be wise and redeem the time. We're talking, I think it's Ephesians 5:15 through 17. And if you read those scriptures, he basically tells you the solution to the dilemma of this deceptive heart that we have and how to fix it. And it's really be wise and
redeem the time. Well, and I like that because probably for some people they might be thinking, well, I've wasted a good portion of my life, and that concept of redeeming it is to say it's not too late to turn it around, to turn your legacy around and do something meaningful.
Well, I don't know if it's too late, but I know that I got to get through the rest of this life, and I want to be happy and have the joy of the Lord in my heart while I'm doing it. And the way I do that is to get out of myself. So the next point really is get busy. And when I worked, I had a to-do list every day, and it was 20 items long, and I'd get 4 or 5 of them done, maybe. Today I have no to-do list, so there's no stress. But if I just kind of go with the flow, the Spirit just, like today, I mean, I got up, I'm not bragging about my service. We have a guy in our church, he's got a chronic illness. He can't drive any longer. He has to go to the doctor every 2 weeks to get his meds refilled. So I drive him, and we mentor and mentee each other.
That's awesome.
In that drive. I didn't even know I was mentoring him, and they started telling everybody what a great mentor I was. It was an accident. The Lord did it. I didn't do it.
Yeah. So, but it's a mindset you have, Ken.
Yeah,
Again, because
I
I know a
guess.
lot of folks who are retired who are not doing. You're looking for things to do that are meaningful.
Well, my wife helps out.
Well, yeah, I'm sure
Because
she
she's
does.
cleaning the church, and I don't want to be on the clean team, but I can vacuum. See, so today, after I dropped him off, I vacuumed, and then yesterday I stupidly said I'd come in here and make a video with you. So today, I've driven a guy, I've vacuumed the church. I'm talking to you right now, and I'm trying to get this over with so I can go to my small group meeting
That's
at
right.
7 tonight.
So
So I got busy, and see, that makes me feel like I'm actually doing something.
Yeah.
I don't have one foot in the grave yet. Anyway.
Good. That's good. And I think there's one more thing about, and this is a little bit more of a financial tip for people.
When we're younger, making a lot of money, it's all about financial planning and putting money away in the bank for your retirement, which I didn't do. My plan was work until I died.
Yeah.
And then I got cancer and I had to quit. Thank God, it's really been a kick after that. So anyway, the grace of God, I got through that. But this verse in Matthew 6:19 through 21 about lay up for yourself treasures in heaven. We had a really interesting concept. In fact, there was some guy, I think it was you, was preaching last Sunday, and he pointed out that, savings, or maybe it was a book I read. I'm old, I get things confused. I don't know what the source is, but I know this, that the guy, we were talking about savings, and he said it's not always dollars. It's, you can save. I'm putting more away for my future now with my vacuuming the church, driving a guy to work, doing this, going to my small group, mentoring, being mentored. I feel like I'm saving more. I always thought I was going to die rich, and I am, but it may not be money. It may be that I stored up enough treasure by accident, and if I have the right attitude or mindset, as you call it, it's just the grace of God. Because I've learned we don't fix ourselves; God fixes us, and I think I'm just doing the next indicated thing. It just happens to be something that gets me value, I guess, with God.
Well, and I think it gives other people value too, and I think that's the point. Is I'm so inspired by your story. That's why I asked you to come in and share it to inspire some other people. If you're watching this, I think you can see an incredible model of looking at your retirement as an opportunity to invest in other people, to build a legacy. And really, I think your best years are ahead of you when you're retired. So Ken, thanks for coming in. Use the questions below to talk about this with a group or mentor. Don't forget, share this video with someone that you think would enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next video.